Hello, Internets, and welcome to That Silverline Show on Tuesday. I'm your host, Tim TK, joined as always by Jose Fuentes.
Yeah.
And David Rios.
Hello, I'm not quite as excited as Mr. Fuentes. Excited to be here, though.
Yes. Ron and Brent are not with us tonight. Ron is currently recovering from being at Rocky Mountain Con, so he is taking it easy for the night. And Brent is chilling as well. They'll be back next week when we return to regularly scheduled programming. But for those of you who don't know, tonight is Silverline's annual game of Vampire the Masquerade, which we tried to do every Halloween, but due to conventions and moving and scheduling, we got pushed back a couple weeks. But still, I mean, for me, spooky season runs from July 5th to the day before Thanksgiving, so it's still
a fair amount of time, right? That's a fair amount of time.
It's a fair amount of time, yeah. So it's still very Halloweeny for me. And we have something of an ongoing narrative, but such as the fashion of comics, especially indie comics like ours that come out once a year, we try to keep each chapter a contained story, but overall building to a greater narrative. So if you have missed the last 3-4 years now, don't worry. There should be a clear beginning, middle, end for you tonight with some references if you want to go back and look at older videos, which everything is recorded and available on the Silverline YouTube, and I'm sure probably on reruns whenever those hit the Roku or things such as that. So, Vampire the Masquerade is a tabletop role-playing game, and we are playing through the power of the internet using a web tool for character sheets and roles and all that. Essentially, me as a storyteller will set the scene and pose challenges or responses or cue questions for our players who are playing as characters, and they'll give them a response, and I'll say, okay, this resolves, or you need to roll an attribute and a skill together, and however many dice that totals, they'll get a number of successes, and if that meets our threshold, they'll either succeed and get what they want, or fail forward, and the story progress at a cost.
Fail forward. That's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
I saw what happened. I remember what happened when I fell forward or failed forward.
Yeah. But and of course, being vampires, they have a thing called a hunger dice, and if that shows up with a messy critical or a I can't remember what it's called, a brutal fail, something like that, then the beast takes over. Without further ado, let's jump in.
Do we want to, before we jump in, do we want to do some housekeeping, or do you want to do that at the end, or
do we have housekeeping?
We actually have a campaign going on right now.
Oh, we do. Okay, yes.
I figure we can talk about it in the beginning and then do a quick
pull that up
recap at the end. And
I don't really get notified about these things, so I trust on David telling me no. Let's see, where are we?
The Sirens campaign.
Yeah, Sirens in Scary Book.
Yeah.
Dave is the keeper of the updates.
Yes.
Right.
I'm not the keeper. I just
he's like, do not forget, we need to
There we go.
And also a shout out to our Madness Entertainment group. Hey Pops, hey you.
Yes. All right. Yes. Silence 3 and a Scary Book number 2. Currently available for pre-order. These are books that have been completed a while ago. You're getting the I guess the remasters. And Sirens is interesting because I actually ended up doing some editorial work on the recoloring and promotional material and stuff like that. But both these are also done by one of the professors from Alma Mater, Sid Williams. And these are some of Silverline's horror-themed offerings. Again, we don't just do capes, we don't just do sci-fi, we do a little bit of everything. Sirens takes a poke at some traditional New Orleans folklore, dealing with the Creole legend of the Loup-garou. And when a tourist is down there and gets involved in the middle of a supernatural conspiracy and has to fight his way out of it. A scary book. If you have played the game or Hades 2, I will probably get a crack on these, but it's kind of like a supernatural horror comedy. Essentially, hell is being gentrified. And Lucifer heads back up to Earth to try and turn hell back into a place of torment. So, one very cool folklore-inspired book with a lot of sort of classic trappings of pop horror. A lot of the art on the inside is reminiscent of like sort of those 40s through 60s pop fiction covers. And scary book is what's his name? Hemming, the guy who works with Marvel. Is it Doug Hemming, the cartoonist? A lot of that reminds me of his stuff too. But yeah. So if you want to go ahead and get some other books ordered, including your shipment as well, you can do so. What you want to do is you want to head on over and get Wolf Hunter 1 and 2.
I was going to say,
right? Shameless plug.
Exactly. And of course, we do have some new original art created for it, done by Tuesday Show alum Aaron Humphreys, Rob Davis, who's also working with me on Dracula, and all that good stuff. Also, posters down to $1. So if you want a wall hanger, that's probably the best price I've seen for a poster. Anyway, head on over to fundmycomic.com, type in Sirens or Scary Book, or just look for us in the top couple.
Awesome.
That's some spicy ramen and just decided to fight me today. So there we go. All right. So without further ado, getting into tonight's story. So previously, over the last couple of years, the Coterie has been working with the Baron Anarch Hernandez, or the Anarch Baron Hernandez, out of the Milk Bar in the Milk District of Orlando. However, recently, the Second Inquisition has come to suspect things happening, and the sort of misbehavings of younger members of the kindred have led them to believe there's a full infestation of blank bodies or vampires in Orlando. In recent days, the group was tasked by Baron Hernandez with finding a young group of neonates, and one individual known as Dominic, who has been feeding without taking care of his work and thus breaking the Masquerade. The party found him, and through some enhanced interrogation techniques via C6 character, I believe there's a cigar and a ton at one point. Believe they caught and let him know that he can't be doing this. However, even though the message was received, he still ended up being picked up by members of the Second Inquisition, particularly members of a group known as Operation First Light. The Baron's Tremere allies caught wind of this and decided to perform a thaumaturgical ritual to bind the memories and essentially render Dominic brain dead while still being held in custody. The Coterie protected the Coven of Tremere while doing so, and a firefight broke out as the pulses of arcane energy set off the many-fold electromagnetic and otherwise paranormal detectors set up by First Light auditors in the area. Now, with the silencing of Dominic, the members of the Orlando Kindred are fairly confident that specific locations details have not been got out. However, the cat is out of the bag. The Masquerade is over. The second Inquisition, in particular, members of America's Operation First Light, know that there are vampires in Orlando. And a war of sorts is coming. Some believe it's already started. Now the coterie has received word from Baron Hernandez that the milk bar has been emptied out. They have kind of scorched earth their old hide and have moved to new location. Baron Hernandez calls someone who's served as sort of the face of the group for a while. One of the more of the two present in tonight's episode, the more charming, more least monstrous, I guess you'd also say. So David, introduce your character a little bit. Tell us your name, kind of a brief description, and what ringtone do we hear as your phone begins playing?
Ringtone. Wow.
It's Rick Astley. Don't lie. It's Rick Astley.
Never gonna get that. Okay, so my character is Trey's Sharpfang. He's a Toreador, so he's got a certain level of kind of aristocratic, but also very much, I'm really, I think highly of myself and don't think highly of others type thing. Just definitely a big arrogance that follows along those tractions. I got some cool stuff. I have a minion that's basically my driver for my really cool gold-plated Honda Accord that we, stealth mobile around if we need to. But yeah, I'm fairly intelligent unless I do get myself into stupid situations because of my arrogance. But yeah, it's pretty much mostly what it is. I have nice little gadgets and things I like to play around with, but mostly it. Ringtone, I have no idea. Although Rick Astley does kind of fit. that is a good. That definitely is a good option.
Very good. All right. So Trace, as the hide that you are posted up in for the as day turns to dusk and you begin your night. The sound of Rick Astley's Never Going to Give You Up fills the space as your phone vibrates, and you see that it is Baron Hernandez calling you.
Okay. Question for you.
Yes.
In the last crusade that we had, I had taken quite a bit of damage. Am I still recovering from that?
I'd say at this point you've had a full night to kind of recover, or for a couple of days to recover. So you spent quite a bit of time resting in your lair, so your haven. So I'd say you've recovered all of your sort of physical as well as stress damage.
Okay. All right. Phone rings. Baron Hernandez.
Yes. You hear on the other side, Trace, it's Hernandez. I need you to get whoever is still answering our phone calls and meet me at the new haunt That's a temporary setup while I get a new Elysium in order. But I'm currently posted at Eternal Vinyls in the art district. Grab whoever you can. This is going to be hopefully a little quieter than last time, but no less stressful.
All right. I'll reach out. They'll answer my call. I know they will.
Right. Thanks. You know, well, things could have gone smoother. I hope you know that your coterie is my hatchetman. I have put quite a bit of trust in you. So,
Well, if you're going to put trust in anyone, I think you made a good choice.
I certainly hope so. And the phone hangs up.
All right. Let me sit here and doot, 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 doot. I am calling Mr.
All right. And Jose, as you are posted up in your haven for the beginning of dusk, give us your character's name, a little bit of description of yourself, and as well as what ringtone we hear coming from your phone.
My name is Jack Spade. Jack used to be a gumshoe. He used to be a private investigator, going around doing the usual photos of cheating husbands and the lot. Wasn't necessarily doing too well until he met an untimely situation one night and got turned into a vampire. And it just so happens that he is not good looking at all. Whereas, Dave's character is like, good looking and charming and charismatic. I am literally repulsive. I just, no hair, pointed ears, faces looks like a raisin.
Nosferatu style.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember those
fangs are always
plans.
out. Yeah. And the way he gets around, walking around in the evenings, and he still has his, stereotypical, overcoat with his hat, fedora on, and he wears a mask. Think of like the latex mask from Vanilla Sky, the Tom Cruise wore in Vanilla Sky. Very much like that to make him look human in the dark without having to use any supernatural means of covering himself up.
Yeah, good.
And ringtone, I think it's gonna be something, I don't know, something sweet, something maybe some Louis Armstrong or something a little jazzy.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, this guy.
Hello.
What's going on?
Well, apparently Hernandez has blessed you with joining me in an endeavor to round up the members of our covenant to gather at the new place.
Okay.
So I need you to drop what you have and head out.
Okay. Are you picking me up?
My minion and I will be in the gold.
All right.
We'll be riding in style today.
Excellent. All right. I don't know, pick me up at the library.
Library. All right. Don't be late. I'm on my way. Click.
So is Jack's haven just like the book annex in the back of the library that like hasn't been touched in a while?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so a little bit of time passes before outside the library, the gold-plated Honda Accord rolls up with the underglow, and I assume also the 32-inch subwoofer in the back. Yeah.
But you hear riggedy dig 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 dig, riggedy dig dig.
You crazy frog playing, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
put your earplugs in. And I can...
The Journey to Eternal Vinyls isn't too long from the library. It's still very much late dusk, early night by the time you guys arrive at the inauspicious record shop. There is definitely a larger back end to the store than would but the front end thinks you would need. There is sort of limited parking and alleys by the side, as well as just a small spot that, of course, is paid parking right in front. The door itself is always left slightly cracked, and it appears to be one of the few entertainment or collector shops that is open into very late hours of the night.
All right. So we get out of the car. I go, minion. Door goes up. Okay. Go ahead.
As you step out, your driver immediately steps out and grabs your doors for you, and then proceeds to pull into the provided parking lot inside the side of the building.
Do they have valet? Are we watching the valet take the car away?
Unfortunately, no valet in the downtown art district. Just whoever a personal driver can find in the sort of cramped alleyways.
All right. So the minion comes up and opens the main door for us to come in, and we start walking in, and I start looking around at the new facility, looking at some of the artwork, and go, well, if we have to.
Right.
Yes. So
whereas Jack is looking at the artwork and like, what?
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
So yes, the interior of it is very much set up like a traditional vinyl collector shop. There are several bins of perhaps some of the more bargain finds on there, as well as then the more sought after items posted up on the walls or in various sleeves off to the side. The art on the walls is all like a mismatch of everything from, Louis Armstrong to David Bowie to Zeppelin. It's kind of a bunch of different posters or vinyl sleeves that are hung up. It's very clear that the individuals who are in here chatting are other members of the kindred, and there's still a few hipsters shopping themselves at the late hours. And the woman manning the register is a very familiar bartender who you've worked with in the past, Rosa, who has forgone sort of the sleeveless button-up and standard bartender digs for something, more akin to a patterned sweater and a updo of the hair, wearing tinted glasses to cover her eyes. She goes, Trace, Jack, good to see you. The boss man is just through the back if you want to talk about tonight's delivery.
Yep, we do.
All right. So as we start to leave, I turn around and I go, I really dig your Shonen knife sweater. I know I know he has to get it because I'm sure he's heard of Shonen Knife before, but
Yes.
I don't know if Jose has or not. But
Yeah. Well, I
Nope.
appreciate it. All right.
it's a Japanese band, so
Yeah.
with it's a niche thing, a niche
Oh,
group,
gotcha.
and
Yeah.
all that. So,
Yes.
but keeping with the theme of the music store and all that,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
Okay, that's actually pretty awesome.
So I appreciate growing up and being very present in sort of the imports of the 80s. I picked up some elements of the culture. All right. He's expecting you, and she just motions towards a door behind. But it's kind of a weird setup because it's definitely like a full door to the back area, but there's beaded curtains in front of it. So,
for the
like kind
vibe.
of like awkward. Yeah, you have to awkwardly pull like the bead curtain aside while maneuvering the door.
So basically, we're going through the adult movie section of the,
Yeah,
going to the
yeah,
bathroom.
the adult vinyl section. Yeah. However, when you go into the other side, you see that there is what appears to be like a quickly and hastily assembled version of Hernandez's old office space, where it's a similar style, kind of old, like editor-in-chief style blackboard desk with several cabinets kind of left us through. Offices. It's a little less grimy than the last one, but not quite as put together, if that makes sense. And Hernandez is what appears to be going through and signing an array of letters that have been stacked in front of him. He looks up and says, Trace, Jack, good to see you. So, got a little assignment for you if you're willing to ride with the old man tonight. The prince of the Camarilla outpost in Miami is paying us a visit. So we're going to meet in neutral ground and discuss the influx of feds in our city. I'm expecting him to try and strong-arm us, so I need you there as my seconds. Security in case anything goes wrong, but also just to show that we have people with first-hand experience who are on the task as well.
You hear that, Trace? Promotion.
Okay.
So who's this prince guy? What's his name?
Name's Prince Philip.
Prince.
He
Philip.
is a Ventru, kind of classic Camarilla style nobility. He's been holding his office since about the late 1800s. So he's been around the block a few times, and he has a reputation for one-sided business deals.
Okay. And we're here to keep the peace. We're here to
keep the peace in case he tries anything which the laws of hospitality should prevent him, but I wouldn't put him past it to find a technicality or in case a third party decides to intervene.
Okay. We can handle that.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Easy.
I appreciate it. As much as I dig your decked out Accord, I'm thinking tonight you're right with me and the Hummer. It's a little...
That was going to be my next question.
All right. Well, if you don't mind following me, then, gentlemen, I will leave these for... He just kind of looks around. Could have swore I left a thrall around here somewhere. I'll put a blood scent out. I'll have a thrall finish signing these. Anyway, my ride should be getting here any minute now. So if you gentlemen don't mind following me back out the front.
Is your minion driving the Hummer? Is that, or do you have your own driver?
I think he'd have his own driver.
I have an arrangement.
Okay. Okay.
Let-
Then Trace. Shotgun.
That's okay. I prefer being driven around. I'll sit in the back in the comfort section.
Okay. So you guys got to the front, and there is a decked out Hummer. It is the second they kind of pull the hatch on the latch on the doors, you can feel the added weight as they have been heavily reinforced. The interior has been kind of stretched and set up in such a way that it is kind of like, you know, in the rental limos where you have the booth style seating, the interior set up like that as well.
Style in the back. Style in the back. You go take shotgun.
Yeah, that one backfired on me, didn't it?
You know, and up front, it's no slouch either. Like the seats are very like the cushiony and velvety. However, you can definitely tell that they're made out of Kevlar. There is what appears to be kind of like a chilled fridge of various blood packets donated from one of the local banks, presumably.
That's what you need in your ride, Trace.
Oh yeah. Only the best.
And you can tell that the driver as well is a heavily blood bonded thrall who is more or less catatonic, unless he's being directly addressed by Hernandez, to the point where during the drive, sitting next to him, Jack, you're pretty sure that he has not blinked at any point during the 45 minutes it takes to get to the Hyatt Regency in downtown Orlando, just kind of down from downtown Disney. I'm
gonna start fiddling with the radio.
Right here. You know, it's full service. Was it FX radio or XFM? So you know, you get kind of the full range of satellite radio, and everything is. You don't get the subscription warning for any channel, so
we're getting, you know, was it 1920s noir lounge music? We're gonna find that under some OG Billie Holiday and whatnot.
But there is a classic sort of a classic American channel where it really goes into that kind of grainy sound of recorded somewhere in a gin house during Prohibition.
Nice. Feels like home.
The ride takes you to the Hyatt Regency in downtown Orlando, not too far from downtown Disney. Being on the upper end, but still kind of a chain of hotels, where the driver pulls up to the front, hands out a pass for valet parking to one of the attendants, and then steps out, grabbing the door for Hernandez, as well as the rest of you. Hernandez, the thrall, and the two of you are now outside of this large hotel, while the valet pulls the Hummer, making several comments about the quality and style that he's now sitting in, and heads off to valet parking. Hernandez guides you inside and up to what appears to be a less than normally busy lobby. There is a lot of wide open space, strong fluorescent lighting, and several tenants in black shirts who are, you can tell, are paid to be professionally happy. And he walks over to the elevators, keys it up for one of the conference floors, and turns to you and says, "This is due to the nature of our political relations and the international nature of the Hyatt. I don't know how exactly it happened, but one of the old Japanese clans started the tradition of using these as neutral grounds. Don't tell anyone to tell you this, but the owner of the Hyatt is long-term Sabat. We don't exactly know where he's gone, but he's a interesting individual. Lets us use his space, though, so can't be too mad."
How many do we know how many how big the prince's entourage is?
His letter said it would be nominal, but nominal for the Camarilla could be something the size of Venice. I don't know.
Right.
I'm assuming it's going to be in between the numbers of 5 and 10 if he's trying to keep a low profile. Or as low as his.
If it gets hot, Trace, I'll take 2. You get the rest.
I already have a plan.
I'm hoping we'll come to that, but we'll see how it goes. The elevator dings and you're released onto the 3rd floor, and the thrall guides your group down to what appears to be one of the open conference rooms that have the door has been propped open, so as you do not need to request entry. And sitting inside, kind of posted up on the tables, is a gentleman with a slicked back white hair, a lean face, and velvety suit that rides the line between elegant and business. He does hold in his hands a cane with a golden skull mounted to the top of it. His body looks like he's sitting somewhere in his late 60s. However, from what Baron told you earlier, it appears that he is, for his age, doing quite well at keeping the beast in check. He looks over and you see standing behind him are 6 individuals of various builds and we assume different clan affiliations based on the small mutations you'd see. Definitely one member of the gangrel who has submitted to the Camarilla with a little more bestial style snarl and wrinkled nose. All wearing various forms of Hitman Agent 47 style suit. And
including the gangrel?
Including the gangrel.
Oh, he has been domesticated.
And they are all appear to be keeping, even though they are sort of posted at him, you can tell by the way their bodies are positioned, they're all actually keeping an eye on different angles, so that way they can sort of keep a full scope of everything happening in the room.
I'm going to kind of lean over and whisper to Trace, like, look, I bet you $10 the gangrel has a flea collar on.
Nice.
Okay. Hernandez introduces the group, says, "Friends Philip, you know me, I'm Baron Hernandez. This is my thrall, a member of my inner circle who is more brain dead than I won't get into it. And we also have my hatchet men here, Jack Spade and Trays. These individuals are the ones who have been conducting operations to limit the amount of interlopers in our state. Prince Philip looks over and says, I am pleased to meet you all. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Now, to business then. I'm going to be blunt. Hernandez, you have lost the trust of most of the elders in this state and our neighbors. We're even getting pressure from Cuba. They want another hand on the wheel, so to speak. Now, I won't step in and claim your territory for my own. I won't want to start a war when we're already facing an inquisition again. But I would like to take over the political and espionage side of responsibilities in Orlando until this crisis is averted. Hernandez says, I'm not just signing over major parts of my operation. Trey's here is already quite the good face, doing quite a bit of my political work. He, helped negotiate a deal with the Tremere not long ago that allowed us to keep information quashed down. Isn't that right, Trace?
Absolutely. We got this covered, Phil.
Good job.
Yeah, that's good.
I almost called him Philly, but
Well, I might be right in the line there. Yeah,
Right.
that might push it.
All right. Someone says, "All right, well, I'll take your word for it then, but I gotta have some level of involvement or cooperation just so I can show to the others that we're not turning a blind eye to what is happening here."
You can work at the food bank, right? You can do the food bank.
Were you talking to him, Jack, or were
I was
you?
talking to Hernandez.
Okay. Yeah. Hernandez kind of muffles a chuckle. Says, "Well, there are quite a few baggers in Orlando that try to, not necessarily feed on the living. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea to set up some Camry agents on the inside of those blood banks. Keep an eye on who's tracking medical records." At that, Philip almost kind of scowls. Says, "You don't already think that we, the Camarilla, have access to every major medical system's records. Without our involvement, Baggers would have been a Masquerade breach 10 years ago. I want something a little more on the ground. Tell you what." He motions to the gangrel. "This is my agent. His name is Tillian. I want him to ride with your coterie."
Is he housebroken?
At that, Tillian kind of snarls.
That means no.
Says,
Well, our coterie Phil has a certain level of reputation to display. I don't
Right.
believe your man would fit in with our level, Phil.
okay.
I'm so glad I'm wearing a mask.
All right. Interesting. I'm going to let you choose two things here. I'm going to either let you roll charisma and persuasion if you honestly believe that, or manipulation and subterfuge if you don't
Blowing
necessarily
smoke.
believe it. Yeah, if you're like, if your minds are kind of like, we got Willie, Make It, and Jack, man. I don't know.
No, Trace is arrogant. He really believes that.
We're good.
Okay. So if you want to hit the little click on the pips next to charisma and the number next to persuasion to create a dice pool and roll that.
All right, I gotta find those charisma and okay, persuasion is there, and you said the pips next to it.
Yeah, you should get like a mouse should turn to like a dice icon with a plus. Yeah.
All right, I see persuasion, and then where is charisma?
Charisma is
under
up in the
top.
top of the box.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, I got both of them.
Okay, and then if you hit the dice at the bottom left, you can pull up your dice pool and roll that.
I gotta move this up. I think it's off screen here. Is dice at the bottom?
There's a little die. Yeah, there's a little dot, red and black die in the bottom left. As soon as after you click your attribute and then you click your skill, you click that die, and it'll basically roll them both together.
Yeah, that was off screen. So now I move the window over. I'm good. All right, clicking, and then click roll.
Yep.
Roll. Success 3.
So 3 successes. Okay. Also, make sure that all your hungers are set at 1. By the way, to include that hunger die. I of course still have the physical set, so that's how I'm rolling tonight.
Nice.
Okay. Philip beats your success there and says, well, as much as I value reputation, I'll be honest, I think that images are best served in more social encounters. And from what I understand, your group has been more so involved in investigation and delivering of violence when needed.
Right? You say that like a bad thing.
No, it's an entirely necessary part of our culture, but Tilian is quite good at both those things.
That guy? He's good at social stuff?
He's good at snooping and murdering.
Did you say Snoopy? That fits.
With that, Tilian kind of growls again. Philip rolls his eyes. And one of the other agents immediately, you see them put their hands to their ear as their eyes get a little wider. Does anyone have enhanced awareness or...
I have heightened senses.
Heightened senses, perfect. Okay. So what you hear, you hear the crackle as something goes on over the intercoms that they have, like earpieces that they have. and the distinctive crack boom of a gunshot at a certain point, and someone saying perimeter breached, they came prepared, and then its channel fizzles.
What's going on, Phil Hernandez? We got to go.
Hernandez starts to put up a little bit of argument. Says, "No, hold on. I want to make sure that Philip here doesn't take us for cowards. Philly boy, tell me, what did agent hear?" Philip tries to cut his head, saying, "Don't call me Philly boy," and immediately gets overridden by the agent saying, "We have warm bodies inside the hotel. They've already taken out a few perimeter agents."
The conference room that we're in, are there windows?
There are windows. There's quite a few windows kind of all around the back behind Philip and his entourage.
Okay. So there are warm bodies here. That's what I heard, right? So was that first
warm bodies,
light?
Yeah. From your understanding, that means that there are human agents. They haven't specified any affiliation, but yeah, there is a human opposition inside the hotel currently.
Crackle was him talking, gunshot, and then
over the headset.
Got basically maybe gone dead or stopped communicating for whatever reason.
Correct.
So that means, to me, there's violence one way or the other. And it's not a fear, it's not a coward thing. It's a keep Hernandez alive thing.
So I'm gonna go back to Hernandez and go, Hernandez, we need to leave now.
Okay. Hernandez already has a little trust with you, so he's a little more perspective to now. Both of you are telling him to leave, so he's going to kind of act to that. Philip, you get out of here. You know where to find me. We'll meet again later. I'm going to follow my boys out.
Right. Scooby, keep your guy safe. Let's roll.
Tillian again snarls at that, but then kind of follows you out the door. And as you guys leave, he immediately kind of takes up a watch position outside as you guys are heading out while the rest of the entourage gets Philip ready to move.
Are we taking an elevator or stairs?
I think we're still on the ground floor, aren't we?
You're on the third floor.
Yeah,
third floor. Are we running into anybody on the way out?
Not immediately.
The warm bodies.
Yeah, you haven't run into anything immediately, but I'll have both of you make a wits and awareness roll.
Wits. Awareness. What am I looking at now?
Okay, there's.
Oh, it says roll. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and then just tell me the number of successes.
One.
Where is
One.
Awareness?
It's under the mental skills block.
The mental skills block.
Yeah, so like the first top block area, that's your attributes. Okay. Yeah.
Awareness. Okay, what's an awareness? All right. Yours was 1.
Yep. I'm not very aware.
And roll 3. I like 3. Well, hold on. Is it the top one or the middle one? If it's the middle one, then success is 2.
Yeah. So success is 2 will tell you exactly what the results are. the middle will just kind of feel like a visual, I guess.
Well, the top one with the persuasion, specialty, charisma, and all that is 3, and then in the center section where it says custom and wits is a success 2. That's below that.
Okay. Yeah. I think it should also tell you in case you get like a bestial failure or a messy critical.
I see a 1 on the black diamond, a 1 on the red diamond, and then a 2 on the one that looks like it has a on in the middle of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. You both rolled high enough that you can immediately tell that there is. It was already dead when you came in. And now there is absolutely no movement happening. You don't hear any sort of chatter coming up from the stairwell or the escalators. The elevators seem to be silent at the moment. And you don't even hear like kind of the milling about of staff in some of the side rooms.
Okay. And that's just down the hallway, right? That's not even in the elevator or anything like that yet. Okay,
Correct,
so that
yeah.
my question still answers, Trace. Elevator or stairs?
Well, Trey's is there again. He'll choose the elevator. He wants a ride.
Okay. So you head over to the elevator pool, and it is, 3 elevators on either side. You hit the button to call it, and one elevator roars to life, and you hear it slowly approaching the ding, ding, ding. And as it comes up to your floor and the doors begin to open, you see 2 agents, 2 humans wearing black tactical gear, full helmets and face masks with rifles ready and aimed at the elevator door as soon as the doors begin to open up at your level.
Oh, I know what to do. I turn around and go, Phil was right. I grab Phil's agent, chuck him in the elevator, and we beat back the other way.
Okay.
Phil's agent, you threw the gangrel in there?
Okay.
You got this, Snoopy!
All right. I will have you do. Let's see. This is gonna be pool 6. Yeah, this is gonna be strength plus brawl.
Okay, strength and physical should be there. Okay, and brawl. Whoa. All right, let's try that again.
You might need to clear your dice pool and then reset it.
Yeah, well, it was clear. It's just strength and brawl now. All right, I will clear it. Oh, I gotta do it again now. Sorry. Brawl and strength and roll. Oh.
Be a good ooh. Be a good ooh.
No, not really. So these are stacking, right? So the most current one is my roll is the one on the bottom, right?
Yeah, it should say melee or strength plus brawl at the very bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. 0.
Okay. Okay. Tillian did roll 1 success. So, yeah. Okay. So as you try to grab him and push him in, he immediately kind of knows what you're doing and like pushes you aside. Not enough to really like harm you or anything, but I will say like the kind of like the force with he pushes you to the ground with plus to boost your ego does probably do a point of willpower damage to you.
Oh man.
You kind of get your bell a run a little bit as you hit the ground.
Well, Phil only employs the best, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. I'm relying on my bud here to take some action at this point.
Okay. Yes.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to laugh at me?
Oh no, laugh is gonna happen regardless. Let's say, can I see what Trace was trying to accomplish in as Snoopy's distracted trying to push Tress down? Can I then counter and put, or not counter, but like double up and push him into the elevator?
Assist on the contest. Yeah, I'd say you could definitely do so in the moment of this one action and reaction happening.
All right. What am I rolling? Am I rolling strength and brawl as well?
Strength and brawl as well, yeah.
All right. Two successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tillian did roll 3 on this one.
Oh, wait. Can I use my prowess on it as well? What does that give me?
You can. So you
Or
do a
does it
rouse check.
automatically-
Yeah. So
Okay,
prowess
rouse
is you
check.
do a rouse check, and then you add your potence rating to the roll as well.
Okay, then okay, so I did my rouse check. I got 1 success.
Okay, so you do not awaken the beast. So your hunger stays at 1.
All right. So now I
Now you-
have 4 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you just add your potency dice to the pool and roll those as well. And so adding those dice, is that a total 4?
Okay, do you want me to re-roll or just add to it?
It's like you can just add to it, yeah.
All right. Then that adds 1 success.
Okay. All right, so that is enough to tie and beat, I believe. So at that moment, as Trace gets knocked down, you kind of pop around and do like the double leg boot drop kick and hit Tillian in the back. And Trey is almost kind of making it look like you were doing exactly what you wanted to all along. You just kind of serve to trip him up a little bit on the ground.
Teamwork.
And Tillian goes flying full on into the elevator with the agents. You watch as the agents begin to open fire at this gang girl in a suit approaching them.
You know what I'm doing, right, Dave?
Poking me? Poking
Closing
fun?
the elevator door.
So, and you watch as if Tillian tries to like dodge out of the way, it's dropping out of my fire. However, they are keeping track of them, and you watch it as the rounds from the guns impact. They immediately kind of erupt into small jets of flame.
Oh, that's not
and
good.
Tillian lets out like a pained scream turning to a growl as he starts getting peppered with these. He gets in and you watch as he kind of lets go of all restraints. Whatever beast is inside of him is let out as he drops his claws and starts going at them as the elevator doors begin to close again.
Kip up, grab Hernandez, and starts running down to the elevator or to the stairs.
Okay. So you all begin moving down to the stairs. Philip and his remaining 5 entourage following quickly behind you. You make your way to the stairs, and there you see that as you throw open the door to the stairwell, there is one agent on the stairs who just has a sidearm in hand who is making his way upstairs towards you.
3 floors up?
Yeah.
Okay. Hear me out. It's like just envisioning an elevator, or not elevator, a hotel hallway and whatnot. Stairs are, probably one of the end doors. Is there before I open the door to the stairs, is there a wall or a window against the wall?
I'd say probably not, because it's kind of more tucked into the corner. It's almost like more like a service entrance, more like service style area.
So no window or no or window or wall, I guess.
There's
Wall.
a wall, but no
Okay.
Window. Yeah.
Okay. We need access to a window.
Well, it's a question. Can we? I'm assuming that that Hernandez's thrall is still there with us, right?
Correct.
Okay, so can we suggest highly that Hernandez sends the thrall to the guy up on the stairs?
Yeah, you can. I'll have you do. This will be an easy one. Just either persuasion or leadership plus charisma or composure. Your choice of whatever combination of that you like the most.
Okay, so charisma or composure, and what was the
Leadership
first
or leadership or persuasion.
leadership or leadership. All right. I'll do persuasion and charisma. And roll 3.
Okay. So yeah, you make that suggestion, and Hernandez agrees. Like, Trace, good call. All right, Billy, get in there. And you watch as this kind of lout of a guy makes his way into the stairwell. The agent on in the stairwell, you can't really see now because there's this giant hulking dude in the way. It sounds like he's fiddling with some sort of device, and you hear this voice say, "Hey, buddy, we told everyone to get out. What are you still doing here? What are you?" And then you quickly turns into screaming as you hear like the equivalent of like the Hulk and Loki at the end of the Avengers.
Right.
And the thrall comes back out, a little tattered. Doesn't look like there was any shots that went off. But his the inside of his Jack Reacher sized palm got a little bloody.
Question on mechanics.
Yes.
How much weight can I carry with 2 dots of potence?
2 dots potence. What's your strength at?
4.
4. Okay. You can carry 180 kilograms base plus. You said 3 dots of potence or 2?
4 or 2 dots of potence, sir.
2 dots of potence. Okay. Yeah, you can carry up to 250 pounds at a time with your prowess activated.
Okay.
Which it still is for this scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing? So when Minion Hulk went into the stairwell, the agent, was he working his way up or was he on that level landing?
He's working his way up.
Okay.
Yeah. And it sounded like he was confused why there is still a human inside the building.
Okay. And how high was this building, this hotel?
So you're on the 3rd floor, but it goes up 14 floors.
It's a long drop. Okay. I still think we need to make our way out through a window.
Well, I think what we have right now is we have a stairway that's now been cleared, at least in the immediate. So maybe we want to go down a floor or two.
Okay. Go down
and then
go
find,
down until we run
and
into
then
resistance.
find a window that we can get out, just somewhere where it's not as big of a drop. I mean,
I can get me and somebody else out the window from this floor. That's not a problem. It's the other person. That's
well,
gonna be
all
the
we
issue.
care about is
Hernandez. I can get him and I out through a window. That's not a problem.
Okay. I just think at this point we kind of made an effort to clear the stair.
Yeah.
Maybe we should use it. Maybe go down one level and look for a window on the level below.
Whatever you say. I'm not the brains of the operation.
That would be my recommendation. So.
I'm the hammer. You're the surgical knife. Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, after clearing out that one agent, you make your down one ramp of stairs and come out onto the 2nd floor. And here it's another kind of setup of more sort of conference halls, and then like what appears to be like an emptied out bar on one side, as well as on the far end of kind of this main kind of joining, where a couple different hallways are joined together with the elevator room. And the far end of that is as well a pair of escalators that make your way down to the lobby. And there are kind of several windows just immediately past those escalators, as well as you assume several along either hallway, either through conference rooms or at the end. As you come out with your heightened senses, Jack, you do hear sort of something coming from the lobby. You hear a voice kind of muffled and crackled as it's coming through what appears to be a handset or a radio of some kind. It says three vitals down, subject still unmarked, beginning flush protocol. And you hear the pop of several canisters in the lobby. A few, you watch as smoking canisters come flying up over the escalators, landing on the 2nd floor as well. And similarly, a gas starts to come through the vents. And you can immediately smell, this is strong enough that even without heightened senses, everyone in the room can immediately kind of pick up the whiff of chlorine beginning to fill the air around you.
Chlorine?
Chlorine gas, yeah.
That doesn't affect us, right?
If you have some of the fortitude abilities, it won't affect you. However, it still is the risk of replacing the oxygen in your lungs.
But we don't breathe.
Lightly. It's enough that like it'll start draining willpower. Yeah.
How far are those canisters falling towards us, or like being chucked up towards us?
It's at the far end, kind of on top of the escalators, right before the row of windows on that side.
Okay.
My suggestion would be to take the first hallway, the farthest from that area, to go see if we can find a conference room with a window that we can exit. We, just before everything that, that Jack hears, the logical thing is the lobby is where they're going to be monitoring.
Right.
They're expecting you to come out.
So we need to come out through another, not the front lobby. We need to come out through somewhere like maybe
Another
leads out
area
to-
headed in an opposite direction from where they would expect.
Sounds good.
I guess also to better explain, the risk of chlorine gas isn't necessarily that it just replaces oxygen in your lungs, but because it affects your oxygen level, it does start damaging your vitae. It'll like start draining your blood because it requires that oxygen content.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna bank.
Okay, so you bank, and I'll have both of you make a dexterity or stamina plus athletics roll.
Two successes.
Okay.
One success.
Okay. So Jack,
What's the beast success? What symbol is that?
so if you have one of these on there and you fail, that's a bestial failure.
Oh, is that the skull? No, I don't
Yeah.
have that.
Or if you crit with one of the crit on your hunger die being.
I have an Ankh and then the Ankh with the two fangs.
Okay, but your regular Ankh isn't the star, right?
No.
Okay, so yes.
What's the crit?
Crit is rolling two
on
of
the hunger.
yeah. So crit is rolling two of these together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or if you include one of these in that crit, then it becomes a messy critical.
No, I just have the black with the white, and then the red one, the hunger die, is got a white skull on it.
Oh, your hunger die does have a skull on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a. I don't actually know how bestial failure would apply here. Well, actually, no, I don't. Yeah. Okay. So, running out, Jack, you're able to move fast and with purpose, and you're able to kind of outpace the rest of the group. So before the chlorine gets to a point where it starts like pouring into your lungs, you're already out the far end of a hallway towards a window at the end of it. Trey's, you fall a little bit behind the group, and so as you're falling behind, that chlorine starts coming in through your nose, through your mouth. There's nothing that you can do to really stop it, and as it begins to pull out the oxygen content of your blood, you feel that immediate reaction from your vitae that the beast does not like this. It doesn't like this, whatever it is, trying to suffocate it. So you gain another point of hunger as that desire inside you to kind of lash out and fight is becoming stronger, driven by this.
Okay.
However, eventually you do join the rest of the group at the end of the hallway before a window overlooking what appears to be the western end of the building.
Okay, I aim to shoot the glass out.
Okay, that's easy enough. The glass is not reinforced, and it is a broad target. So you pop your sidearm out and immediately break it.
Okay, and then when, as you know, Trace and Hulk minion shows up or gets closer to me, I'm going to grab Hernandez and just a soaring leap out the window.
Perfect. And you do so. You grab Hernandez. You kind of like do the Superman wrap a little bit and launch yourself out. I assume it's kind of superhero landing, kind of cracking the ground a little bit as you make impact.
Like it can even be a dirty landing. I don't even care as long as I get Hernandez out of there. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Trace, you also make it out. You're not as
graceful.
forceful or graceful with it. You kind of have to do like the full like leap and roll type deal. So I'll have you do a dexterity plus athletics on this one as well.
Dexterity
Come on, no whammies, no whammies.
plus athletics. And roll. Success 2, but I do have that. Well, on the details, I have a black, a red, the black ankh, but then I have the other ankh that has the
The fangs.
the
Two
fangs
fangs.
on the side.
But you only have 2 successes.
2 successes.
Okay, so you did not crit, which is good. Yeah, because otherwise that'd be a messy crit. And did you make sure to mark your hunger from earlier? So you should have 2 hunger.
You mean at the bottom still?
Yeah.
Like just under your skills, there's health, willpower, humanity, hunger. Just go move over to the next box of hunger and check it, because we do hashes first and then the cross, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 1 slash.
Yeah.
So do
On
I
the
hit?
next box next to it, click on it, and it should give you another slash.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. You both come out, and eventually Philip's group joins one of the agents, similarly carrying or assisting one of the young ones appears with Prince Philip. You watch as he comes out the edge and almost begins to start walking on air, just slowly descending to join the rest of you.
Show off.
And
Camera.
all right, and joins you. As he comes down to meet your group, he looks at Prince Hernandez or Baron Hernandez as, I don't suppose there's any hope that they left valet parking untouched. Hernandez kind of shrugs, says, yeah, if they did, it's their funeral, or they can always just run and hitch a ride elsewhere. All right.
I mean, I know somebody with a car.
Do I need to phone my minion? I like to phone my minion for for a ride, for a lifeline for us.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah. Easy enough you're able to do so. He immediately picks up, and Hernandez suggests, maybe you should put some distance between us and the hotel first. As he looks behind you, you see that there are still, like, you've come up like the edge behind several of the bushes, and you see that there are like flashing like police lights out in the front area of the hotel where the like main parking and entrance are, as well as you hear more footsteps and voices happening, as well as the same crackle over the radio, Jack, someone saying, flush completed, beginning to move floor by floor.
How far are we from downtown Disney?
It'd be maybe like 10 minutes on the highway.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna start walking. Let's walk away. The more we stand here, the more conspicuous we look. Let's roll out. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
Because we won't look conspicuous in gold.
I mean, yes, but it's a car. It's Orlando. A golden car is not that. You know what I mean? I don't want to say uncommon, because it would be uncommon, but man, there are a lot of flashy cars for no apparent reason.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Hernandez pats Philip on the shoulder and says, all right, Prince. Well, we'll get back in touch. We'll figure this out later. Until then, I suggest you maybe look into cleaning house.
You might want to find Snoopy too. He went and had a talk with the people in the elevator.
Well, Trace is hoping that Snoopy ain't no more. Snoopy ain't a happy guy. But that's for another day.
Right. Yeah. So we're basically, I'll walk point and, just to make sure that, what I mean, is clear. And if anything looks suspicious, when I heighten senses to make sure, nothing catches my eye or ear or whatnot.
Okay. So you make your way back to kind of like the main road and thoroughfare, and it is, and the way that it's set up is that if you've never driven in Orlando, it's kind of a nightmare because it's kind of just main highway as part of like your side roads. So you guys get onto the sidewalk of a 4-lane highway and begin making your way north towards downtown Disney.
Gideon's anyone? Gideon's Bakehouse?
And your group does kind of blend in with Hernandez wearing what is mostly kind of like a flannel and jeans, and then you have a guy with a long coat and hat. And Trey's, I assume that you're still kind of rocking your popped collar and Ray-Bans and all that.
The dapperest one out of all of us.
I'm styling,
Yeah. And if you've driven through downtown Orlando, you've definitely seen that group on the side of the road at some point in your life.
Yep.
It is the traffic's not as you get like every car every now and then. You assume that the police action that's undergoing has kind of caused traffic, plus it is slowing down. It's mostly just people either leaving Disney for the night or at this hour making their way between where they work and where they live. It's not too long before the Honda Accord pulls up using you'll find my phone functionality on the smart dash. And Trey's your minion guides all of you in. I'll have a group stealth plus composure check, just to see if anyone caught sight of you leaving the scene, or how well you're holding it together while walking on the side of the road.
Plus. Okay, there's composure. And I would expect it to be under physical, but
Composure's under social.
Composure is up on the attributes under social. Where is stealth?
Stealth is under physical
skills.
The last one.
Okay, yeah, there it is. Oh, great. I have nothing on that. All right. Rolling. Success 1. And
no skulls.
No skulls, just a dot, red with a dot and a white key.
Okay.
White onk.
I have 6 successes.
Damn.
Very good.
Two regular onk. What it says 6 successes? Because I'm specialized in it. 2 successes, 2 onks, 1 black fang onk, and 1 red fang onk.
Oh,
Fang?
okay. So you got 2
stars.
fangs.
Sorry.
So you got stars and the fangs.
1 star, 1 fang, and the 2 regular onks.
Okay. Messy critical doesn't really apply all that much in this moment. So I'm just gonna ignore that because I can't find a way to apply a messy critical to you guys walking on the side of the road just trying to look inconspicuous, as there's no one nearby for you to accidentally feed on.
Right.
Okay. These guys get into the car. Hernandez kind of immediately begins brooding.
It's because we're playing the B side of Rick Astley, aren't we? Dude, change the music. Change the music.
He says, well, I'm not sure if it's someone in the Camarilla house or someone here, but if you guys and the Tremere ain't lying, which getting a whole coven of Tremere to lie at the same time is a task harder than what God can do. We have a mole.
I was thinking the same thing. Our location was compromised.
I have my own handful of ideas, but when you guys, anyone you work with in the last couple of days that seems like they'd sell us out, or perhaps
I mean,
anyone gone missing that
Phil would sell us out in a heartbeat. He says he doesn't want to take control of the land, but let's be honest, he'll take control of the property of the territory.
Yeah, we wouldn't have dealt with anybody that we could have shared our plans with, because we basically showed up to Hernandez, and then Hernandez gave the plan, and we rolled with it from there. So the mole would have to be on Phil's side, or Phil himself is double dealing.
it's
I don't know, double dealing with the humans. And
well, he's trying to use the humans to double deal and take over on our side, get rid of us.
I mean, that might be. I mean, did you see they were shooting Snoopy with freaking phosphorus rounds?
If you're trapped in an elevator with somebody who's hulking out, basically, wouldn't you be shooting them?
I'm just saying that's not common Walmart ammo.
I don't think it's something that I don't think he's working with the humans, but he's probably leaking information.
Not saying there are possibilities, but I don't know. The Camarilla and the Inquisition already have a grudge going back to the fall of Venice.
I can tell you who it's not. It's definitely not the Shonen Knife Sweater girl.
I trust Rosa.
Too cool for that.
I trust Rosa almost as much as you guys. I know it's Phil, but it might be someone working under Phil. Or
I mean, if
other
it's
money, is it
somebody in our group? I mean, not us, but like, you know what I mean? And
could be someone in our extended camp.
I mean, with all the chaos that has been going on, you know what I mean? It could be anybody.
Could be.
If it's going to be anybody under our group, it would have to be somebody involved in the vinyl store, because that would be the only group of people that could have overheard the plans for where we were going.
Oh, true, but I'm not the only Elysium in town, and our kindred do move back and forth between me and Wilson over at the Velvet Parlor. He's the wacky Malkavian guy, you guys.
I was like, we've been there, right? I'm pretty sure we've been there.
Yeah. You guys dealt with him a little bit ago. He's the one who turned us on to Dominic in the first place, the boy who snitched. Well, I'll tell you what. We get back in one piece. We've got about half a night left. I'll set you two loose to investigate and see what you can turn up and see if it is anyone on our side, or if it is one of Philip's boys. Because if it's one of his, then that gives us some ammo to petition some of our neighboring other Camarilla to make sure that he stays in line.
Okay.
All right.
Man,
How are we doing on our time check?
We're
It's
coming
nine.
up on time, so
I hope Snoopy's okay. Yeah, I don't care. That
yes.
guy
But
gave me the stink eye right out the gate. Man.
yeah, when you guys get back to the Eternal Vinyl, and they're uprooting Baron Hernandez with his thrall Billy, get out and kind of begin side eyeing the individuals as they make their way in. He calls Rosa in for a closer meeting, presumably to also inform her of the situation. And you two are left with the knowledge that there is somewhere in either the Camarilla or Anarch camp someone feeding information to the humans of Operation First Light. And hopefully we'll find out who that person is next year.
Filthy humans.
Yes. Yes, this has been That's the One Show on Tuesday, Orlando by Night, our ongoing Vampire the Masquerade life play game. And I don't know what. We'll see if we maybe find other spooky holidays out there to make it more common.
I look forward to this game every year. So
Did we disappoint this time, or did you did it fulfill what you wanted, Jose?
oh, absolutely. Every time.
Right.
Yeah.
We
In
managed to make it out alive, and we didn't have Roland telling us which way to go, because I mean it's easier when he tells us directs us.
Yeah.
But
So you want to do any follow-up housekeeping for the Fund My Comic, and also for the exclusive wraparound cover?
yes,
for
for
Madness?
Goodbye to Romance.
Yeah.
The artistic tribute to Ozzy Osbourne,
Yes.
which I contributed a piece of art for it.
Yeah. Let me get those pull up here. Okay. Where are we? There is one and number two. There you go. Okay, so yeah, last little bit of housekeeping for the night. Going back to Fund My Comic. If you head on over there, you can find a Goodbye to Romance and artistic tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. It is already fully funded. Of course, it's just mostly grabbing pre-sales on this one as well.
And there are a slew of artists, creators that contributed pieces for it.
And we do have our wraparound cover as well, which is just
that's pretty dope.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And different tiers as well, starting at 20. And if you just want to get the wraparound at 25, there's that. And we have our huge list of credits. Yeah. Most everyone who's picked up a pencil or pen at or around Madness or Silverline has contributed in some way.
Right.
So definitely check it out if you are a fan of Ozzy, his music, or the personality. A lot of stuff is just absolutely gorgeous.
He's a Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. And over here as well, Sirens 3 and Scary Book 2 are currently funding as well. Again, these are pre-orders for a fully completed comic. Comics that have been completed for quite some time, so don't need to worry about that. They've just been redone in color and touched up a little bit to match
some classic covers and some new covers, I believe.
Yes. And it said 14 days to go, right?
14 days to go. New art as well available if you want to collect some of that sweet art. Again, Rob Davis, who's working with me on Dracula, as well as
sweet Rob Davis cover.
Yeah, and some original art from Aaron Humphreys from the Tuesday show as well. And of course, you can tie this into picking up any completed series if you want to get your completed 3 issues. They're only a $7 add-on, or get it with any back issues. Wolf Hunter. Yes.
Come on, Jose. You know, you got to throw the stuff out. You know,
man.
Cat and Mouse Vipers.
Tim was just like quick at it. I'm like, oh wait, obsolete. Cat and Mouse Vipers. I'm working on inks for Cat and Mouse Vipers too. It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I'm biased, but it looks pretty sweet.
Very cool. And if you are a collector, this is the first time that these books are being done with a foil cover.
Yes.
So if you get them during the first runs back in the day when they're black and white and want to get them again in color or with a collectible cover, now is the time to do so.
Very cool.
Yes. And we'll be back next year with another one-shot, or I guess continued campaign. It was originally one-shot, has been turned into a full tale of Vampire the Masquerade. And we'll be back next week with regularly scheduled programming, talking about a subject which is on my Google Calendar to have pulled up and definitely didn't close. The problem is I've been in the process of de-googling my personal life, so having used it for certain work-related things. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still good. Back to that is there we go. How comics created the modern mythology. So we're going to be talking about kind of the relationship between humans and stories and mythology, and how comics in particularly the West, but kind of all the world now, have created our modern sense of mythology and our shared sense of story and figures that are larger than life. So
cool.
That'll be kind of a fun discussion. Just talking about comics in general and kind of the grander philosophy of it all.
I like it.
Yeah. But until that time,
make mine
Silverline.
Hey everyone, this is Jose Marzan Jr., anchor for Marvel and DC, and make mine Silverline.